So I've literally just filmed a 10-minute video talking about Pep, Elliot Anderson, Man United, Pep leaving, the rumours of Pep leaving. And as soon as I clicked finish on that video, David Ornstein drops a bomber that Pep Guardiola is to leave Man City manager at the end of the season. David Ornstein has now said it. David Ornstein has now confirmed Pep to leave Man City at the end of the season. He said it's not official confirmation yet, but Pep Guardiola is to leave as Manchester City manager at the end of the season. The 55-year-old Spaniard is departing after a trophy-laden decade and set to be replaced by Enzo Maresca. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now play the 10-minute video I recorded literally 10 minutes ago after this video, because in my 10-minute video I was saying, look, reports are coming out, reliable reports are coming out saying Pep's set to leave. I said it's not confirmed by Ornstein or Romano yet, but I assume it will be tonight or tomorrow. I clicked end record. It's now been confirmed by Ornstein, but let me get you into the video, my thoughts and more. Wow, a big breaking news update that's going to have a huge impact on the Premier League. That is Pep Guardiola leaving Man City. The last 2-3 days, there's been a lot of talk about it. Tier 1 Man City sources have been talking about it. But I said everyone's just saying there's a feeling he's going to leave. But, you know, no one's saying he's 100% leaving. But wow, apparently it's going to be confirmed this week. Pep Guardiola is leaving Manchester City. It's now being reported as like, it's over, it's done. Major breaking. Pep Guardiola will leave Man City at the end of the season. It's over. News of Pep's exit will be confirmed sometime on Sunday, while the club have begun to tell sponsor partners the announcement is imminent. The leading candidate to replace Pep as Man City manager is Enzo Maresca and Vincent Kompany. Now, I'm going to say something. First things first. What was reported yesterday, I did a live stream last night talking about Pep leaving City, and I'm saying, look, Man United have got a huge boost in the Elliot Anderson race. Pep is probably going to leave City. Yesterday, it was reported by Tier 1 sources that everyone inside Man City knew that Pep was leaving, but they haven't announced it yet, just in case Pep changes his mind. It's now coming to more public light that like Man City have like communicated with sponsors and stuff that Pep will leave. The Mail said Pep Guardiola quits Man City, legendary manager, to leave the club at the end of the season after Wembley triumph. And obviously Enzo Maresca is obviously the guy that is believed to go in. Again, it's not official. He's not 100% gone, but it has been reported by BBC that sources have told BBC Sport that Pep Guardiola is expected to leave Man City at the end of the season, though the club are not commenting. So it's coming out again that Man City are refusing to comment on this, but BBC, very credible, have been said, yep, they've been told that Pep is leaving. Obviously, top sources said yesterday that very reliable people inside Man City had communicated to them that Pep is leaving. Like, these are top Man City sources. And the Mail is saying major breaking, confirming Pep Guardiola will leave Man City at the end of the season pending announcement. Fabrizio Romano has said no other names are on the list. It's just Enzo Maresca. He's not mentioned Vincent Kompany. And Fabrizio Romano is basically saying everything's done for Enzo Maresca to join Man City. But Romano hasn't said himself Pep is leaving. I think Romano was waiting for official confirmation. And I think it's the news coming out now. And I think we could get a Romano bomber or an Ornstein bomber to confirm it for good tomorrow. But TalkSport saying that Enzo Maresca has agreed to join City. Reports coming out that Pep has quit. And yes, these rumours have been rumbling for a while. I didn't believe these rumours at first. I didn't believe these Pep Guardiola leaving Man City rumours at first. I did a video on it on my other channel this morning. But these rumours have been rumbling for a while. But I said there was something odd about yesterday's news when it was coming out from good journalists, because sometimes you get your IndyCal as your team talks, your nonsense reports say Pep's going to leave City for like clickbait and that. But then we were starting to get good sources come out yesterday, and it just more and more have been coming out this morning. And tonight it just news story after news story after news story. And apparently, they want to announce it after his final game, which is quite selfless of him. I think he should announce it before so he gets the credit he deserves, because as much as I want him to go as a Man United fan, he's an incredible manager. I think he's the second best manager of all time after Sir Alex. I think, yes, he's had a lot of money and people call him a checkbook manager and people say, he's overrated because look at all the money he's had, la, la, la. But I don't think he's a checkbook manager. Chelsea spent $2 billion and they're crap. yes, he has a big advantage and he's at a club that gives him a lot of support so he can succeed. But I think he's built many teams, he's changed football tactically, he's had many systems, formations and styles that, despite him having a lot of money, I think he is more than a checkbook manager, because we've seen at other clubs you can spend a lot of money and managers don't get success. I think he's an incredible manager. Look, he's not as good as Sir Alex to me, but I still think he's an incredible manager. And I think Pep leaving the Premier League is going to change it big time. Oh, it's going to change the league big time. We're going to talk about that. I want to talk about Elliot Anderson. I want to talk about Matheus Fernandes. I want to talk about Man United news. But Pep leaving is going to change the Premier League massively. This is a big opportunity for Man United, Liverpool and Arsenal, and maybe Chelsea even, depending on what happens there. I mean, look, this is a massive opportunity for Michael Carrick. He comes in, Pep leaves. Coincidence? Nah, I'm joking. But is Pep scared? Nah, I'm joking. But this is a huge opportunity for Man United because it means the Man City dominance era could go. Arsenal are going to be enjoying it the most because they're in their best ever era and their biggest competition is gone. And Liverpool need a rebuild this summer. Man United, I don't think will be up there in the summer just because this will be taking on Champions League football and building a bigger squad. This is probably Arsenal's league next year. Look, I don't think Maresca will do badly. I think Maresca can win the league with Man City. I think Maresca's a good manager. He can win trophies, don't get me wrong. But I think Pep is like a Sir Alex, I think, it could weaken Man City just for 1 or 2 years as they rebuild. I know they've been weaker these last 1 or 2 years, but yeah, I think Pep is like a Sir Alex. So I think Pep leaving is going to have a huge impact. Of course, since Sir Alex is left, we haven't won the Premier League, but that's more to do with the Glazers and Man United being a badly run club. Man City are run 1 million times better than Man United, and I think Man City will win Premier Leagues with Maresca and whoever their next manager is, and will continue to win Premier Leagues without Pep, unlike something we struggle to do without Fergie. But I do think Pep as a manager is underrated. People call him a checkbook manager. People say this, and this. But I honestly think it's harder than people think. Even when you've got loads of money spent, you've still got to be a good manager, make the right decisions, get the dressing room on side, tactically adapt. Those title races where you've got to win every game. It's mentality. So for me, I think Pep leaving is amazing as Man United fan because it's a great opportunity for us. But I think it's going to have huge impacts on the Premier League, but also on the transfer window. He leaves, Carrick joins. Maybe Carrick scared him off. I'm only joking. But obviously, I want Elliot Anderson. I saw this by Sky Sports. This is incredible, isn't it? Look at Anderson's numbers. Anderson is so clear of everyone else. Anderson and Matheus Fernandes' numbers are probably the best here. But obviously, they do play for more out-of-possession sides, of course. But I was looking at these numbers. And look, no one really comes near to Casemiro in tackles. Maybe Matheus Fernandes does. Possession one, Elliot Anderson's on a different level to everyone else. Chances created, Anderson, Wharton, but he plays higher up. Yeah, I look at this and I go Matheus Fernandes and Anderson. I look at this and go Matheus Fernandes, Anderson. Matheus Fernandes, Anderson, Belabor as a 3, incredible. But my fear is Anderson is going to go to Man City. That's my fear. But all of a sudden, we've got Champions League football and Pep is leaving City. And he probably went to Old Trafford and thought, there's a vibe here. The Etihad's a bit soulless, but Old Trafford, there's a vibe, there's a personality. He might go, you know what, I could go to Man City, a smaller club, a more soulless club where, winning is the norm and all of that, and it's guaranteed wins and it's guaranteed safety. Or I could go to Man United and be part of this new project because with Pep leading, this is an opportunity for Man United. It's a bigger club. If I win the league at Man United, I'm going to be rated 1 million times higher than if you win the league at Man City, because winning the league at Man United is seen as a bigger achievement than Man City winning the league because of how crap we've been recently in the Glazers. And look, I think Anderson probably still goes to City, but I think us getting Champions League football, Michael Carrick coming in, being a Geordie like Anderson, being a midfielder that Anderson would have looked up to, Pep leaving City, I think Man United go to Anderson and go, we're in the Champions League. You're going to be the main man. Look how loved Casemiro was in his send-off. Pep is gone. We are a bigger club. That is a fact. It's up to you. If you want safety and you think that Man City, you can win your FA Cups and your Premier Leagues, that it's more guaranteed trophies at Man City, but you don't know that now Pep's gone. It could all be different. Maybe we're going to be better than Man City this season. They haven't been at the very best the last 2 years. Maybe. I mean, I can hope. But I think that does give us a boost in the Elliot Anderson race of, I now think, from 3 weeks ago, I thought Anderson's 100% going to City. I think he's 65% going to City, 35% going to United. I think we've got a chance of Elliot Anderson with Pep going. And then, I want to talk Matheus Fernandes. So, top sources have confirmed Matheus Fernandes will be sold if West Ham are relegated. So, Matheus Fernandes' move has been confirmed if West Ham are relegated. Now, obviously not where to. They said Man United, Arsenal, PSG have an interest. Now, what's interesting is Man United need to do what they did with Mbeumo. Arsenal had interest in Mbeumo, so did Tottenham, so did Newcastle, but we got Mbeumo to pick us, and we tried to drive down Mbeumo's price. It didn't work. Cunha picked us over Arsenal and Newcastle. What we need to do with this is we need to go to Fernandes. We need to beat Arsenal to Fernandes and PSG to Fernandes. We could beat PSG to Fernandes because they're prioritising attackers. And we need to get Fernandes as soon as West Ham get relegated. Hopefully West Ham get relegated to say yes to Man United. And if Matheus Fernandes says yes to Manchester United, we can work on driving his price down, because even though West Ham are probably going to get relegated, they're going to want a bit of money. And my mindset is, look, Pep is leading. There's a huge opportunity next season. We have to get the transfer window right. For me, Matheus Fernandes, Baleba, Anderson. Go get those 3 players in. Maybe try and get Yildiz at left wing with Juventus missing out on UCL if you want to try something big. Backup striker for Sesko. Nice left back. I'd love Lewis Hall. I don't think that's going to happen. But if Pep's leading and we get this transfer window right, I'm not saying we're going to win the league, but there's an opportunity there. There is an opportunity there. Anyway, listen, people, thank you for watching today's video. See you next time. Bye.